Welcome to the Dying Breed. I'm Caleb, and today we're going to be doing a little hoof resection. So this is a new horse to my books. He's only been on my schedule for about 6 months. First time I did him, he had a really bad crack in the toe, had some seedy toe, Whiteline in there. We did a resection, got it all cleaned up, treated it, and it was pretty good until this winter. Now, a lot of times we attribute cracks to an imbalance in the foot, like the foot's too long, one side's higher than the other, and generally this is where we see cracks. But in this case, the crack in this foot is due to a crania marginalis. So crania marginalis is a groove in the toe of the coffin bone, and that groove is then mirrored in the hoof wall. Now, and the lamina. Now, it's usually not a problem. All horses have a crania marginalis, but some have a more defined one. And this is one of those cases, and it kind of creates a weak spot for that crack to develop. Generally, you can manage these things. It kind of works like this. We'll clean this up, get it opened up to the air, kill all the bacteria, treat it, and it should be fine for another 6 months. Maybe longer, but it's just something we have to manage in this horse. It's part of his anatomy. Now, if you look there, you can kind of see the black right there in the crack, in the V. That's the thrush. And you want to make sure that you get it all opened up. So thrush is an anaerobic bacteria, meaning it does not like oxygen. So the best way to deal with thrush is to get it opened up to the air, and that'll kill it off quickly, and then you can treat it with a topical hoof care treatment. I use Resection hoof care. You'll see that here in a little bit. I'm using both my rasp and my knife to open this foot up. And it kind of looks pretty bad right now. And it looks like it goes up there a ways, and it does. It goes quite a ways up that foot. But this is actually not as bad as the first time I worked on him. The first time I resected a lot more hoof on this foot. Again, you can see that black kind of traveling up that foot. Super important to get as much, if not all of it, as you can. Otherwise, it'll just come back. It'll just keep going. On a foot like this, horse could probably benefit from a shoe. I discussed shoeing it with the client. The horse is kind of retired and doesn't do a whole lot at this point. So I was like, we'll try it barefoot. If you notice anything happening that, you notice it getting the crack going up further, or the foot starts to split, or shows any signs of discomfort, we'll just put a shoe on. But we opted not to shoe him on this particular day. Again, just trying to get all of the thrush out of the bottom of this foot. I'm using Salcedo knives here. I started using them about 2 years ago, and they're a great knife. They work really well. This particular horse actually has a crack in the other foot, same spot, same location. It's just not quite as extensive as this particular one. It's a little smaller, and I can keep it managed pretty easily. You can see that we're just making sure, again, as much of that thrush as is in there is gone. And we've pretty much got it completely cleaned out. I'm going to 45 the toe. Going to take some of that pressure off the toe, especially with that split being there, and just shorten it up a little bit so it doesn't want to split anymore. Especially since we kind of weakened that area, and we're potentially not going to put a shoe on it. And then I'm going to treat it with Resection hoof care. And that should do it for today. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.